welcome to this channel. So today we are actually picking on what is it that's going on in your life and how can we best deal with it. It's quite abstract. I'll see what comes from the cards and we will take it from there. Alright, so you can either choose pile number 1 or pile number 2. You can either choose using the card. Here you have Hey I hope it's alright, I really have no clue how to pronounce it, which means the expected God, number 29, and we have liberation, deliverance from enemies both visible and invisible, and it represents the 7 of Wands in traditional tarot. And for pile number 2 you have Gabriel, God is my strength, and it says divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy, and is represented by the moon. You can also see if you feel more attracted to one of these little stones, and I'll see you in your pile. Okay, for pile number 1, welcome. If I could have 3 cards to show me which situation pile number 1 is going through. We already have the 7 of Wands on the table. We have 10 of Coins. If I could have 2 more. We have the Emperor reversed, and we have the 3 of Swords, overcoming sorrow. Okay, and it's reversed as well. Okay. Okay, so here already with the energy of the first card that you picked, we do have the energy of a struggle. Yeah, somewhat of a struggle. It could either be with your family or with a long-term relationship or at work. But I would say that you are at the moment standing your ground, fighting for your position, defending your position. But there is either another figure who's more dominant, who's more rigid, who has a fixed mindset, or it's representing your I'm gonna say your unhealed part, in the sense of, okay, you're gonna have to take what makes sense to you, but if we are speaking about work, for example, you could be on a great path for career success, for wealth, right? 10 of Coins is really the pinnacle of all that. But you are standing your ground. You still have to defend and to prove how good you are, right? Which in this and there you could have a boss or a manager who's really not a great manager, who's inflexible, who's not really there to help you. And if that seems to be the case, you still have here the message saying deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible, meaning you are protected in any case, right? And in the end, it will have a good, a happy ending. So it's optimistic, and there will be an overcoming of all these tumultuous situation. So this could be one situation, work related. Second, it could be regarding either family or, as I said, a long-term relationship that is going through a hard moment, hard phase, And here as well, it could be activating older patterns and traumas from old past traumas, right? So here you could have someone triggering all of this in you, and you might have the perception that this person is keeping you from this 10 of coins. So this can be another situation. And the third situation could be you with yourself, in the sense of, in your conscious mind, you are standing your ground, you are doing, let's say, your positive affirmations, you are working on your mindset, you are reading, you are exercising, you are eating healthy, you are doing and ticking all the boxes, right? Because you have a goal, you want to achieve something that is important to you. But then you have your subconscious mind, who's responsible for 95% of everything, and they have different plans. They say, well, you don't come in here with your new routine and you are the new emperor. It doesn't work that way. I control. I've always lived this way. I've always been this way. You cannot just come here with new rules. And so you have your subconscious sabotaging what you want to achieve. And that's quite interesting, because here now we have the Three of Swords, overcoming sorrow, meaning, and this is a hell of a work, but it does mean that it's working. It does mean that little by little you are being able to reprogram what's going on in the subconscious, in the unconscious level, really. This card in the reverse speaks about healing, speaks about releasing, right, as it says on the keywords. So I would say that in whatever of the three situations, this struggle is leading to some kind of healing, to some kind of releasing, and that is very good. I would say as well that through the whole process you are protected. So I hope that one of these situations resonated with you. If it didn't, you can even tell me in the comments what situation resonates. Otherwise, maybe it's not your pile, can be, okay. Let me see what traumas and what shadow work would help you. What should you focus on to help you move past this and to help you achieve a flow state in your life? What shadow aspects should pile number one work on or focus on to deal with this? What's the main shadow aspect that pile number one should focus on? Oh, envy. Turn green eyes into a force for self-improvement and inspiration. Jealousy, oh, this is so dark. Jealousy, longing, so here with envy, again, could be either way. Could be either other people who envy you, and envy is a really nasty energy to have aimed at us. I was just checking if it was still recording. So envy is a really nasty energy, and if this is the case, I would say for you to either to pray, to do some cleansing ritual, to make sure you cut, in case if you have this energy around you, that you cut it out. Because if you have someone around directing this energy towards you, it can be enough to keep you from your goals. It's an energy that has to be cleansed from your life, because otherwise it can create a lot of damage. On the reverse, if it is you envying others that you see that are in this position and that you want to have it as well, here the key will be to turn it into an inspiration. So instead of wishing for exactly what the others have, ask guidance to the universe, ask for inspirations. How can I achieve? What can I build? What can I do to get there? This is a shift in your mindset, and that will start to that will begin the healing process. I will ask for 2 suggestions on how to improve your resilience and your inner vibration so you can better deal with the situation. 2 advice cards, please. Panic on the dance floor. I will take this. So here we have free sailing, new adventures begin, carried by the winds, strange voyage, flow with the tides. And here we have revealing mirror, reflect on the past, seeing beyond the surface, hidden in plain sight, new clarity. So regardless of whichever situation resonated with you, I would say that you can always use it as a tool for healing. Everything you can use as a tool for healing, because everything is a mirror that is showing you how you can better improve yourself, right? So use this situation to go deeper. It's never really just about a fight in the family. It's never really just about toxic workplace. It's okay, this is the situation I'm in. Why am I in this situation, and how can I use it to better position myself? To what can I learn from it? How can I use this as a trampoline, you know? And here new adventures begin, carried by the wind, meaning you just need to focus on your inner healing. Everything else will get sorted. You'll be carried. You'll be in a state of flow. You'll be divinely guided, and you don't need to worry if the situation can have an impact on you, because here says deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. So you are protected. So if you have this envy energy either coming at you, or if you are emanating it towards others, I would say you can meditate on it if it's within you, so that you can understand why you have it. Is it that you feel a lack? Is it that you feel that you can only have if it belongs to someone else, otherwise you cannot conquer it for yourself? Go deeper on that feeling, right? Don't judge it. It's just a feeling, and it does have a cause, but meditate on it so that you can better understand it and that you can let it go. And if it is being aimed at you, I would search for someone who can just block it and cleanse it, so that it does not interfere with your path and with your goals. And to finish this reading, I would like to see which crystal energy can better help you during this time. Diamonds, ooh. Satin engagement rings, tiaras and iced out chains, this girl's best friend of gemstones, is the hardest naturally occurring material on planet Earth. Diamonds are more than just status symbols encrusted on the rich. Their radiant energy clears away spiritual cloud cover so you can bask in the purest light. Who needs it? Who doesn't? Where to put it? Wherever you'd like to bling. When to use it? When you've just got to keep it icy, when you want to make your intentions perfectly clear, when it's time to beam your own unique light through the darkness for all to see. Own it with diamond, shine your brightest. And it is that, if you raise your vibration, if your light is shining, then nothing can touch you, not even envy. If you see the light there, if you are shining, if your vibration is here, low vibration can touch you. It just can't. So I would say use this situation as a tool to go deeper within yourself, see what it can reveal to you, see what you can learn from it, trust that you are protected, focus on shining your light, and let the new adventure begin, because you are on the path to a 10 of coins, so nothing else to add there. Pile number 1. I hope it helped you, hope it brought you some clarity. If you liked it, click on the like button, that's always a great help, and hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye! Hello, pile number 2, and welcome. So this is your pile. Let's see what messages want to come out, knowing that we are already starting with the moon. God is my strength. If I could have 3 cards to see what pile 2 is going through. King of Wands. Hanged Man. Four of Wands. Oh, reversed. Okay. So here I'm seeing different things. Option 1. You are being called to lead, but you don't have all the information, and you don't have a supportive team either. And you're being called to surrender, you're being called to accept that it is as it is, and you have to just allow, to let go, to release. Or you are dealing with someone who's already in control, but they don't share all the information they have. And because of lack of support as well, here we have a surrendering that is called for. Or with the moon here as well, it can be that you have all this fiery energy within yourself, you have all these ideas, you know what you want to create, you want to get things done, but your subconscious is still not letting you move forward, meaning this part of the reading, it's a bit like in pile number 1. Your subconscious has one idea of what it wants, and it is responsible for 95%, right? And you and your conscious self, responsible for 5%, have a different idea of what you want. And it's not aligned. And here shows that you've gained a new perspective. You had your aha moment, you had the vision, you know what you want to go for, and you will try to let go of how you are feeling here. Of what you believe in here in your unconscious mind. That sometimes are beliefs that we didn't even know we had them, right? But they are still there, controlling our life, let's say. I'm gonna take another card. Yeah, the bottom of the deck is actually the devil, so I would go with this third option, and it says things that grip you. The shadow self, materialism, restriction. I would go with this option of this is where you are at. This is the moment where you saw where you want to get to. But for that, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to implement a new perspective. And here we have indeed reveals messages, right? Has the power to destroy, because it does has the power to destroy our life, and that's why it's so hard to do the work to change it. And at the moment, it represents a lack of support. It's not in alignment with what you want to create. It's still the shadow self that is here quite present. So let's see. Okay, I want to see how group 1 how can group 1 move forward as a King of Wands and start healing and start reprogramming their subconscious. I'm gonna take different oracle cards that I'm being called to. What energy can you meditate on? Just reorganize it. Voila. Okay, so here we have Wheel of Fortune. Fortunes are always turning. Seize the opportunity to change the future. Okay. We have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. We have eternal love. Recognize that love is a constant eternal force. So, starting with empathy and being open to see both sides of a situation, meaning that, okay, I understand what I want, I understand where I am at, but I also understand the other perspective. I also understand what it is that I have to surrender, right? Being open to receive these revelations, and sometimes we don't receive them because we lack maturity to accept that it is actually this or that the issue. So first of all, enter in this state of acceptance, and you can do that through self-love. Love yourself, accept that your unconscious, your subconscious, they have the beliefs that they have because at a certain point in life that was a protective mechanism, that was something that helped you survive in one way or another, right? And then you start shifting, and that has to do, it does take time and it does take strength, right? But you have to start things. Basically, you have to write the new routine. You can't just accept, oh, it's fine, tomorrow I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and start, and you don't put the alarm, or you put the alarm but you don't get out of bed. You will have to be strict with yourself, and that in itself is an act of love. Is, I want this new life, I'm gonna do everything it takes to get it, knowing that you are fighting yourself, knowing that your subconscious is not really a system that is supporting you. It will come to it because it will be reshaped and reprogrammed, but it's not really playing in your team at the moment. And it rarely is for any of us. That's the struggle that we face here, right? Let's see, now we have, I enjoy managing and investing my money. I choose to live a rich and full life, and my actions create constant prosperity. Knowing that prosperity is not just about money, but it can also be about love, it can be about anything else that makes sense to you. And throughout this whole process, you will need a lot of self-empathy and self-love. If you can use meditation, if you can read books that help pass the message across to deeper levels of your consciousness, if you can listen to subliminals, anything that, if you can write as well, anything that helps you reaching there. But it's quite hard, so depending on where you are in the world, because I don't think it's easy to find everywhere, but you might even be able to find therapists who work really at a subconscious level, right? And that's a great help if you find a good one, so maybe something to look into as well. But yeah, I think you're someone who's at a point where they've seen where they want to get to, but something is in the way and you are not sure what it is, but it is your own subconscious who's dictating things in the background, and it doesn't it's not in your team. It's not in your team at the moment. So through a lot of love, through a lot of empathy, through a lot of self-compassion, through a lot of setting your boundaries, sticking to new routines, choosing what you want to watch on TV, choosing on YouTube, choosing what you want to read, choosing what you want to eat, all of that starts to little by little send a different message, and then things start to change, and then even your subconscious gains a new perspective, and eventually it surrenders to your vision. I'm gonna take one last card here. this is the healing energy oracle. Which energy should pile number 2 meditate on in order to achieve this, or to help them in their path to reprogram their unconscious, subconscious? What energy? I would like just one card, please. There's a flipped one, let's take it. 2. So we have elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths as knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. Listen to life. I am attentive to the world around me. Signs and symbols guide me to success. I listen and discover the way to the eternal. And up. And here, at the bottom of the deck, we have the voice of the heart. I silence the fear in me and discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. We have 2 cards about fear. So sometimes, to put it better, throughout the whole process, you will have to get very clever at understanding if you are listening to your fears or to your intuition. Because how can I put it? Because your subconscious is going to create ghosts that are not really there, that are not really real, and you are not really in danger. But it will tell you that you are, to grip you, to force you to stay the way you used to be, because it doesn't want to change. So through those moments, listen to the voice of your heart, do meditation, listen to life, go out for a walk, don't get up in your head and stuck there, like choose activities that help you elevate your frequency, because that brings external help from other realms, that brings flow into your life, and that brings solutions as well. All right, pile number 2. I hope it was clear. I hope I didn't get too lost in your reading. Let me know if it made sense to you and to the situation you are going through. And I wish you all the best. And if you liked this reading, don't forget to like it and to click on the liking button. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.